Hello, welcome to Kids in Shape Show with Coach Pascal. On today's show, we're going to talk about players' development. There are three categories in players' development that we're going to talk about. Stay tuned and learn with Coach Pascal. First, we're going to talk about grassroots football. As a beginner in terms of playing football, when you are just starting to learn to fall in love to play football, I mean, rather, the best way is like you have to be enjoying as a kid, enjoying playing with your friends, do whatever you want to do at that age from 5 till 6, and then learn how to kick, how to pass, how to dribble. That's the time you learn it for yourself and see if this thing is for you. So as a parent, you need to be guiding your kid by following him or her every day if he wants to play the ball. So that's like, and then get him into a grassroots academy, whereas he or she can be going to play with friends to interact and then see if he loves the game. If you see the passion there and it's going high, then you can keep following and let him learn him or her, how to dribble, pass, shoot. Those are the key fundamental things that you have to learn in grassroots. And then, football is just like building a house. You have to have a strong foundation. You need to have the foundation, you need to have the block work, and then you need to have the pillars, and then you need to have the roof, and then, other things comes in as well. So as in football, um, after, being in the grassroots football, from 7 till 14, that's when you have the technical stage. When you are very technical, you know then you can see that football is a way out for you. But if you are not technical from 7 to 14, I mean, you might just be lucky after that to know how to do those kind of things, to be very technical. But if you're not technical from 7 to 14, you need to forget about football, because football is all about technical. And then at that stage, that's when you scouts be watching. When you're 7 years to 14 years, everybody be watching if, oh, this guy has a talent. He's very technical, he's very skillful, in terms of dribbling, passing, shooting. Remember, I told you that, I mean, the grassroots football, that's where you have to enjoy the football, love for football at that age. Playing with your friends, doing whatever you want to do. But in terms of like the technical stage, that's where you have to implement all those things that you have learned from the grassroots, and then having a coach to help you, lift you up to the another level. And then from 7 years to 14 years, that's where I say that you have to have the technical level of playing football. And then from 14 to 17, that's when you have to learn the tactical stage. The tactical stage, you have to learn it from there. From 14 years, you're going to be playing, the football that it's very organized, and you'll be having help from your coaches, helping you to play tactical football, whereas you can be playing with a team at a very organized way of playing. So and then from 17 going to 18, 20, up to 21, that's when you have to be playing competition stage. What I mean by that is like all those things that all these three levels that you have passed, that's where you have to be implementing it. In that level, we expect you to be a professional, top level player. you know but at that level as well, sacrifices need to be done. You need to be quitting going to the clubs, going to the bars, hanging out with friends late. You need to watch out what you eat. You need to watch out when you're going to sleep. Your sleeping pattern has to be in order. Your eating pattern has to be in order. And then avoid playing around. It's a time that you have to sacrifice, for the game. Playing playing games that you will enjoy, playing football every day of your life. You know and then again, you need to be sacrificing training twice a day. If there is no training with your team, you need to be like, oh, I definitely need to have to work hard for for me to improve what I've learned. And then we're going back to that was the introduction of these stages that I was telling you. you know and then you have the grassroots, you have the technical, you have the tactical, and then you have the competition stage. you know but it all comes back to, I mean, we need to work on the grassroots as well. You know, falling in love with football at that age from 5, 6, before 7 years. You need to be enjoying the joy of football. By enjoying that joy, you need to be playing. Your parents, they need to be encouraging you, helping you, playing with you, and then you'll fall in love with the game you know and then from 7 years, that's the time you interact, you get into coaches, get with coaches, show your physicality, I mean, not your physicality, your technical state, and then try to be working like, with different kind of coaches, training, fall in love with the game, play every day, week in, week out, and then you'll be having details from your coaches, that this is the way you have to do your first touch, this is the way you have to do when you're dribbling, get into the space, first touch into the space. All these things are supposed to be taught at that age, so that you will not have problem when you go to the tactical stage. Having the technique doesn't that alone cannot help to take you to the other level. You have to have discipline. What I mean by discipline is, you need to be having your football equipments in order, like your football shoes, your sin guards, your socks, your jerseys. All these things need to be packed before training. For that being the case, you have prepared mentally. It's called mental preparation before training and mental preparation before game. You know, and then when you go to the tactical stage, that's where your coach will be helping you to understand your role. For example, if you're a midfield six, he will help you to organize where do you have to stand when we are building from the back. you know and these are key things that will help you up to professional level. you know at the tactical stage of your player development is very, very important. It's very, very crucial. It's very, very crucial and very, very important. When you are in that area, when you are at that stage, you need to be walking in and out with your coach and asking questions. What are the things that I need to develop, coach? What are the things that I have to strengthen? So, these are the things that will help you. You know, everyday training, you have to give out 100% focus. So that you can be, you have to be detail oriented at that age. If you are very detail oriented, then it's easier for you to understand the game. It's easier for you when you're playing. When scout sees you, they will like, oh wow, this guy understand the game. Because like football, you have to understand the game before you start getting to another level. The football understanding is very important. That's why as we coaches, we are there for you, to be helping you guys. And then when you go to the competition stage, that's where you'll be playing professional games. Games whereas you'll be playing every day, week in, week out, working from your mistakes. Whatever you have learned from the tactical stage, then you can be implementing it in the competition stage as well. In the competition stage, it includes everything that is there for football. You will have to be technical. You have to be physical as well. You have to be tactical. And then if you join all those together, then you can implement it and have a very good game week in, week out. So all made it all the way to the video. I would love you to hit that subscribe button, and so that you can be having more videos about in players development as well. Please do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe.